In the year 2007, unemployment rate is at one of its highest points for 20 years and poverty is still rampant around the world. In order to solve this horrible crisis, the superpowers of this world must put aside their differences and come together in order to implement this course of action. The problem: unemployment. Unemployment occurs when a person is available to work and currently seeking work, but that person is without work. There are three main types of unemployment, including frictional, structural, and cyclical. This plan is mainly directed towards structural and cyclical unemployment and allowing those people to have something to do during periods of economic hardship. Poverty. Poverty is a shortage of common things such as food, clothing, shelter, and safe drinking water, all of which determine our quality of life. This plan also targets people in this situation by allowing poor people to make the common necessities that are listed above. Solution. Plan X is the final product of a high school student's extremely well thought out and constructed plans to solve poverty and unemployment. For starters, the economic superpowers of the world will have to come together and fund the development and maintenance of this plan for the greater good of mankind and the world's economy. This money will go towards a country developed for those that are unemployed or in poverty. This country will be a haven for those in need of basic necessities and will be sufficient after the initial setup. All the money gathered from superpowers will be approximately 1,930,120.0923845991 euros. This large sum of money will be used to create a community and transport people to the secluded location. These communities will have basic shelter, plumbing, teachers, doctors, firemen, policemen, and factories. The people will come from around the world and begin living in this wonderful environment. People will be taught specific jobs and the distribution of benefits will be equal for all people. For example, some people will farm for society, while others will be doctors, policemen, and firemen, and while other people will be plumbers and cleaners. Although all their jobs are different, the value for them will be the same, and everyone will have the same benefits. All people will have equal medical care and have protection from police and firemen, and each person will also obtain the same amount of food. Over time, people will also work in factories creating basic necessities such as clothing, bedding, and other objects of that kind. This creates a common network of people who are all treated equally and all given equal supplies for life. As children grow up in this society, they will be sent off to different work areas so that the proportion of workers in each field will remain constant. Entry into this location is mandatory if you live in horrible conditions or you are unemployed and slipping into these horrible conditions. People may also come in voluntarily, but regardless of who enters, each person who enters must abide by the work assigned to them and must agree with the amount of supplies given to them. Exiting this community requires that you have stayed in the community for at least 6 months, and the person will be given 15,123.1549 euros to start a new life with. They will be monitored through in case of fraud or they begin to slip back in poverty. People may also be forced to exit when a country needs a larger labor force. Conclusion: through Plan X, poverty will be solved and we will live happily ever after without dirty, poor people living in the streets and making places look bad. The heck is this? This is stupid. It's too long. Okay, it's like 4 minutes now. Okay.